everyone, welcome to next class of proportion and variation. Okay, so we'll be doing questions here. We'll start from easier questions and go to higher level questions. Okay, so this is a question here. It's an easy basic question. See, distance fallen by a freely falling body is directly proportional to the square of the time taken by it. Okay, the body fell 95 meters in the 10th second. How much distance will their body fall in 17th second? Right, this is a question. Okay. So distance fallen by a freely falling body is directly proportional to the square of the time taken by it. Okay. So distance fallen by a freely falling body is directly proportional to the square of the time taken by it. Right. The body fell 95 meters in 10 seconds. So I can write here, or D is equal to some K into T square. K into T square. Right. Now, body fell 95 meters in 10th second, right? This is important point. 95 meters in 10th second, not 10 seconds, right? The difference between 10 seconds and 10th second. 10th second means how much you traveled just after 9 seconds and at 10 seconds, right? Suppose you traveled this much distance in 9 seconds. Okay, you went from A to B in 9 seconds and you went from A to C in 10 seconds. So this is the distance, right? This is the distance which you traveled in 10th second. This is the distance which you traveled in 10th second, right? After 9 seconds and before 10 seconds. So this whole is 10 second. This is the distance of 10th second, right? 10th second. So only 10th second I need to calculate, right? This is 95 meter in only 10th second. That means how to calculate 10th second? 10 second will be distance traveled by in 10 seconds minus distance traveled in 9 seconds. Will give me the distance traveled in 10th second. That is how much? That is 95 meter. Correct? Distance traveled in 10th second. Distance traveled in 10 seconds minus distance traveled in 9 seconds will give me the distance traveled in 10th second. 10th second. Okay. So what is distance traveled in 10 seconds? So distance traveled in t second is kt square. So distance traveled in 10 seconds is how much? K into 10 square. Minus distance traveled in 9 seconds. Distance traveled in t second is kt square. So distance traveled in 9 seconds is k into 9 square. That is equal to 95 meter, right? So from here we'll get the value of k here. So 19k equal to 95. So k is equal to 5. Okay, so we got the value of k is equal to 5. We got the value of k is equal to 5. Okay, now. So the question is, find the distance traveled by the body in 17th second, right? So again, how to calculate 17th? So distance traveled in 17th second will be distance traveled in 17 seconds minus distance traveled in 16 seconds. Right, again, same way we calculated 10th second. 10th second means 10 minus 9. So 17th second means 17 minus 16. Okay. So distance traveled in 70 second is kt square. So 17 second is k into 17 square. We got the value of k. In 16 second it is k into 16 square. Right, that is k, we got the value is 5. 5 into 17 square is how much? 289 minus 256. That is 5 into 33. So what is the answer? Answer is 165 meter. Right, a very beautiful question to start with. Proportion and variation. Okay, to get the concept of proportion and variation. Okay, what is the answer? Answer is 165 meters. So only catch point was here is that distance traveled in tth second. Okay, I should write here distance traveled in tth second, okay, is equal to distance traveled in t seconds minus distance traveled in t minus 1 second. Okay, right? I hope it is clear. So distance traveled in 10th second is distance traveled in 10 minus distance traveled in 9. Okay, I hope it is clear, right? Okay, move to next question now. X varies directly as y and x varies inversely as the square of z. Okay, so I can write here, see now, x varies directly as y. So x varies directly as y and x varies inversely as the square of z. So we have this, right? This is a part of what we have studied. This is a part of joint variation, right? We have studied this. So how do we can combine these two? We can combine this to a single one. So x is equal to, replace proportionality constant with equality sign, put a constant k, y upon z square. X is equal to k into y upon z square, right? X is equal to k into y upon z square. Okay. When y is 75 and x is 6, then z is 5. So obviously from this information you will get the value of k here. Okay. So from this information you will get the value of k. Okay. So see, you can apply two methods here, right? I'll tell you. See, the first method will be, if this is the equation, right? This is your equation. So first method will be to get the value of x from here, k from here, right? So see how to get the value of k from here. So I'll just put the values here. I'll give you two methods to solve it, right? First is, so now x is given as 6, k I need to calculate, y is given as 75, and z is how much? 5, right? So 5 is square. Therefore k you will get as how much? K will get as 2. So k is equal to 2. Find the value of x when y is 24 and z is 4. Now I need to find the value of x. So I know that x is equal to ky upon z square. K is now 2, y is now given as 24, and z is now given as 4. So 4 is square, right? That is 4 is square, I should write. 4 is square. Okay. So 48 by 16, what is the answer? Answer is 3. 48 by 16, answer is what? Answer is 3. Okay, right. Now, the second method, right? Second method is basically, see, once you have this equation, x is equal, I know that x is, I can combine these two, that x is directly proportional to y, x is proportional to y upon z square. Okay, so when x is proportional to y upon z square, so how the relation could be written, right? So see, it could be written as combining, I know that we know these 2 points, right? We know these 2 points, that a is proportional to b, then a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. And we also know that if a is inversely proportional to b, then a1 by a2 is equal to b2 by b1, right? b2 by b1. Okay, we know these 2 points, we can apply it here. So x is directly proportional to y, so I can write to the ratio of x1 by x2 is equal to y1 by y2, and this divided by z, right? That means z is inversely proportional. So for inversely proportional, a1 by a2 is b2 by b1, right? So multiplied by z2 by z1, and since it is a square, so z2 is square upon z1 is square. This can be the direct funda to write it, right? Simple. Again, I am repeating it. X is directly proportional to y. So I know that when a is directly proportional to b, a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. So x1 by x2 equal to y1 by y2. But it is also divided by z square, right? So when x is inversely proportional with z square, that means x1 by x2 should be equal to z2 by z1. So since divided by z1 by z2, so into z2 by z1 I can get, right? Just in denominator will come in multiplication, get reversed, right? It becomes z2 by z1 and a square, because of a square, right? This is a square. So I have all the values now, right? I have all the values now. What are the values? See, x1 is how much? So in first case, x1 is given as 6. x2 I need to calculate. For the second case, I let it be x, right? I need to find the value of x. Let it be x2 now. y1 by y2. What is first? In first case, what is y? So y is 75. In second case, what is y? 24. Now z2 by z1. In second case, what is z? 4. So 4 is square upon z1. What is first? Z in first case? 5 upon 5 square. See, if you solve it, what will you get here? 25 goes 3 times. 3 goes 2 times. And just 16 here, right? So 16 here. So you'll get, first it gets cancelled here. So 8 2 times and 8 3 times. So this 2 also gets cancelled. Therefore, you get x2 is equal to 3. This is what we got here, right? We got here x, we got answer as 3. So it is x2, right? It is obviously equal to x equal to 3. Therefore, it is x equal to 3, right? Just to understand ratio in x, right? I have taken ratio of x and ratio of y and ratio of z, where x1, y1, z1 is of first case and x2, y2, x2, y2, z2 is of second case, right? So in second case, I need to calculate x. So that means I have to calculate x2. Right, I have to calculate. Okay, I hope it is clear, right? So let me write for practice we can write one. Okay, just for practice we can write one. Not this is not a question, right? Just for practice, this is not the question here. No question. Just we're learning how to combine it simply. So if it is written as x is directly proportional to y square, or make it some different numbers here, so that you get the idea of writing. If it is written like p is directly proportional to q square and p is inversely proportional to r cube. Okay, how to combine these two? So what is the first way of combining? So first way of combining is I can write simply p is equal to some constant k, q square in numerator because directly varying, and r cube in denominator. That's okay, inversely varying, right? What is second way of combining? So I can write these two as p1 by p2. In this case I can write ratio as p1 by p2, right, is equal to p is directly proportional to q, so that means q1 by q2. Since it is a square, so put a square, and it is inversely proportional to r, that means r2 by r1, right? That means it should be r2 by r1, and since it is cube, so make it cube. That's it, right? So you have you have values of any three in first case, any three in second case, right? So out of 6 parameters, you have the value of any 5, you can get the value of 6 by this method, right? This is a good method. I hope it is clear, right? Move to next question now. Now see this question here. A varies directly as b square plus c square. Let me write here now. A varies directly as b square plus c square. Okay. At b equal to 1 and c equal to 2, the value of a equal to 15. So let me put in the equation here. I can write here that a is equal to some k into b square plus c square. So I can get the value of a from here, right? Again, we are doing my first method only. Right now we are doing the first method. A is equal to k into b square plus c square. I'll put the value of at b equal to 1 and c equal to 2, a is 15. So put b1, a is 15, k I need, b is 1 and c is 2. So therefore we got k is equal to 3, right? I need to find the value of c when a is 39 and b is 2. So when a is 39 and b is 2. So when a is equal to k into b square plus c square. I know a is 39. I know k is now 3. I know b is given as 2. So 2 square plus c square, right? So what you get from here? You get c square plus 4 is equal to 3, right? I hope it is correct now. A is 39 and b is 2. So is 13. Sorry, 39 by 3 is 13. Okay. So c square plus 4 equal to 13. Therefore c square is equal to 9. Therefore c is equal to plus minus 3. C is equal to plus minus 3 is the answer for this question. Okay, c is equal to plus minus 3 is the answer for this question, right? This is the first method. By second method also I can get, since a is directly proportional to b square plus c square, I can write the ratio as a1 by a2 is equal to b1 square plus c1 square upon b2 square plus c2 square. Only one, right? Now it is a1, so I need to calculate c here. So I need to calculate c in second case. That means I need to calculate c2 here. Because I need to calculate c in second case. I need to calculate c2 here. A in first case how much? So a in first case is 15. A in second case is how much? It is 39. B in first case is how much? 1. C in first case is how much? 2. So 1 square plus 2 square. Now B2, that means B in second case is how much? 2. So 2 square plus C2 square. So you need to calculate. Get the value from this, easy, right? First cancel 3 5 3 13 times. So it comes out like this is 4 plus 1 5 65. So it comes like 4 into 5 20. 20 plus 5 C2 square is equal to 65. Okay. So so C2 square is equal to 9. Therefore C2 is same thing, right? Therefore C2 is equal to plus minus 3. Same answer you get, right? So these two are same method. So, right, I hope you can solve it. Both these questions, okay, easily now. This kind of questions. Okay, move to next question now. Now, the next question is third proportional of 21 and 42 is x, right? What is third proportional? See, third proportional, let me write here, third proportional of A and B is C, then A is to B, right? Proportion with B is to C. A is to B is in proportion with B. This is right. This is first proportion. This is second proportion. This is second. This is third proportion, right? So this is the definition of third proportion, right? Get it logically right. Okay, either you can remember by definition or get it logically. Since third proportion I need to calculate by giving two proportion, it has to be like AB and BC funda, right? Otherwise you can remember like a definition. Third proportion of A and B is C, then A, B, C are defined as A is to B in proportion with B is to C. That means 21 is to 42 is in proportion with 42 is to X. So quite simple, right? This is getting doubled. This also should get doubled. Therefore, X is what? Therefore, X is 84. Or you can solve it, right? Your wish. You can solve it also. So you can break like 21 by 42 is equal to 42 by X. So X will be equal to 84, right? X will be equal to 84. So X is 84. Okay. Now what is Y? So mean proportion of 49 and 121 is Y. Okay. What is mean proportion? So it should read it. Mean proportion. Mean proportion of A and C is B, right? I did it, right? So what does mean proportion? B square is equal to AC. B square is equal to AC, right? We have studied this. So now B square equal to AC. So what is B square here? So you put B square equal to AC. So B square I need to find is equal to 49 into 121. Therefore B is equal to root under 49 into 121. That is B is 77. So that is equal to Y in this question, right? Y is the mean proportion here. I have taken B for definition. So 77 is Y. Therefore X is 84 and Y is 77. Therefore X is to Y is how much? 84 is to 77. That's the answer for this question. Okay, I hope it is clear, right? This kind of small concepts, right, should be very clear. The small concepts. Okay. Okay, so the next question we will see here is of law of fractions. Okay, next concept is law of fractions. Okay, see what is law of fractions actually? This law says that if A by B is equal to C by D is equal to E by F is equal to G by H and so on, this is equal to A plus C plus E plus G upon B plus D plus F plus H, that is equal to sum of numerators upon sum of denominators, right? Sum of numerators upon sum of denominators, right? This is the funda. This is the funda, right? For example, you see, if I write 2 by 3 is equal to 16 by 24, or if I write equal to 40 by 60, right? These all are 2 by 3 only, no? 2 by 3 is 2 by 3, 16 by 24 is also 2 by 3. You can cancel by 8. 8 2 is 16, 8 3 is 24. 40 by 60 is also 2 by 3, right? 22 is 40, 23 is 60. So you can see at sum of all the numerators, that is 2 plus 16 plus 40 upon sum of all the denominators, that is 3 plus 24 plus 60 is also 2 by 3. You can see it here. 18 plus 40, 58 upon it is 87. You can again cancel to get 2 by 3, right? So this is also 2 by 3. This is also 2 by 3, right? So all are 2 by 3. That means if fractions are equal, their sum of denominators is equal to their sum of denominators, right? Both are equal, all are equal, right? So we can do a question here. See, easy one. If a by b is equal to c by d equal to, sorry, if a by b equal to b by c, should right, is equal to b by c, a by b equal to b by c equal to c by d equal to d by e equal to e by f is equal to 2 by 3, then find the value of a plus b plus c plus d plus e upon b plus c plus d plus e plus f. What is the value of this, right? This is the question. So simple one, right? We know right now, we know the concept. This has been asked, right? This has simply been asked that a plus b plus c plus d plus e. So sum of all the numerators upon sum of all the denominators, right? So I know that when the fractions are equal, their sum of numerators is equal to their sum of denominators. Okay, that means what is the ratio here? What is the sum? So I can write that a by b is equal to b by c is equal to c by d is equal to d by e is equal to e by f is equal to a plus b plus c plus d plus e upon b plus c plus d plus e plus f. And since all are 2 by 3, therefore 2 plus 2 plus 2 5 times, right? So 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 5 times upon 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 5 times. What is the answer? So answer becomes how much? Answer becomes 2 into 5 is 10, 3 into 5 is 15, 10 by 15. That is also 2 by 3. So answer is 2 by 3. That's the answer, 2 by 3. Okay, simple question, right? Simple sum of numerators is equal to sum of denominators. Okay, now we'll do a few questions here to understand the concept. Okay, next question. If a by b plus c is equal to b by a plus c is equal to c by a plus b is equal to k by 9, then find the value of k. Right? See, again same concept I'll use. So I know that a by b plus c is equal to b by a plus c is equal to c by a plus b. Since all these three fractions are equal, sum of their numerators is equal to also upon sum of their denominators also equal, right, in this ratio. So what is sum of denominators? So you can see here b is twice, a is twice, and c is twice. That means twice of a plus b plus c. This can cancel. This becomes 1 by 2 is equal to k by 9. So I can write that therefore k by 9 is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore k is what? Therefore k is 9 by 2. That is 4.5. That is the answer for this question, 4.5. Right? I hope it is clear simply. So we law of fractions. Since all these fractions are equal, so their sum of numerators upon sum of denominators are also equal to these fractions. Okay. So a plus b plus c upon twice of a plus b plus c, 1 by 2 it gets cancelled, equal to k by 9. Therefore k equal to 4.5. This is the answer. Correct? Okay. Next question. See, it's given that 2x plus 3y plus 4z is equal to 27 and 2x is to 3y is to 4z is equal to 4 is to 2 is to 3. Okay, 4 is to 2 is to 3. This is given. Okay, so you need to find the value of, so x4 into y square into z cube. What is the value of this? Now see, it's a simple, right? It may look like a bit complicated question, but by law of fractions it can become very easy. Right? So see, this area 2x is to 3y is to 4z is 4 is to 2 is to 3. So I can write like 2x by 4 is equal to 3y by 2 is equal to 4z by 3. This I can write like this. Correct? by ratios. And now I can see that this 2x 3y4z sum is given as 27. And by law of fractions, I know that if these three fractions are equal, then sum of their numerators upon sum of their denominators are also equal to the fraction. Okay. And now solving becomes easy because 2x plus 3y plus 4z, 2x plus 3y plus 4z is given as 27. This becomes 27 by 9, it becomes 3. Right, it becomes 3. So you can get it very easily, right? This question becomes very easy if you apply law of fractions, very easy. Okay, so if it becomes 3 now, so I can very quickly equate now what is the value of x here? So 2x by 4 is equal to 3. So what is the value of x? Therefore x is equal to 6. Okay, 3y by 2 is equal to 3. Therefore what is the value of y? Y is equal to 3 gets cancelled, y is 2. 4z by 3 is equal to 3. Therefore z is equal to what? 9 by 4. Okay, therefore x4 into y square into z cube is given as 6 raised to 4 into 2 square into 9 by 4 cube. You can see all are powers of 3 and 2 only, right? 6 is 3 into 2, 2 square, 9 is 3 square, right? 4 is 2 square. So I can write like it becomes 2 raised to 4 into 3 raised to 4. 6 raised to 4 becomes 2 raised to 4 into 3 raised to 4 into 2 square. 9 cube is 3 square. 9 is 3 square. So 3 square cube becomes 3 raised to 6. And again 4 is 2 square. So 2 square cube becomes 2 raised to 6. See, whole of 2 gets cancelled, right? There's 6 in numerator, 6 in numerator, right? 2, 2 and 2, 4. So 6 in numerator and 6 in denominator, powers of 2. Power of 2 is 6 in numerator and power of 2 is 6 in denominator. Both gets cancelled, right? What is left? 3, 4 and 3, 6. That becomes, what is the answer? Answer is 3 raised to 10. So 3 raised to 10 is the answer for this beautiful question. Beautiful question, right? Good question to check concept, right? It can be cleared very easily. Okay, I hope it is clear, right? This was about law of fractions, okay, in ratio, proportion, variation, right? Now, okay, we'll continue this concept in the next videos. Okay, thank you.